Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be playing a little red-green Luffy today. By request, we're going to go against green-purple Luffy from EBO 2, I believe. We're going to be running RG from OP13. This is a quick preview of the deck list, the ratios I'm playing. There will be a comprehensive breakdown at the end of the video, as well as the playstyle for the leader that we're going against. There will be drives in the description below, as well as the deck list for alternate art images, as well as the sim download if you guys were looking for any of that. We made it to 160 subscribers today, which is super cool. Thank you guys for coming along for the ride. I really do appreciate it. If you like, comment, and subscribe, it helps. It gives me a lot of motivation to keep going. You guys have been awesome. It's been really cool to see you guys come along for the ride and all the positive comments. So we're going to keep at it, and I will keep giving you guys whatever games you request, because I just enjoy playing this leader, and I will play other leaders if you guys request them. I'm currently, by request, practicing with a green-purple leader myself, so let's see if I can learn something from today's games. Let's go check it out. Alright, we found a green-purple. Let's see, they just go second. We got double Luna and double Restand. I think we keep this. Yeah, we're going to keep it. Let's see, this is going to be... This is the latest thing we play. This is just counter. This will happen on 5. Find their first Sanjin pudding. They will have many of these. Seven. Yep. I could just go 6 there, but that's fine. I don't think I need to. They reveal a nice 2K in Sanji. Zoro Juro, very strong card. We're not going to take a hit early here, just because we don't need to. They're going to push kind of heavy on us next turn. Let's get that 2K they searched. There's the 2K they searched. Put 2 Dawn up. This should be their Sanji and Pudding turn. They want those down as fast as they can. When 2 or more of your Dawn cards are returned to your Dawn deck, set up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck as active. But now they got a 6/6 at us. That's not going to be enough to get in. It's almost tempting to take it anyways, though. No. If you swing this, I might take it, but I don't think you will. Yeah. Ooh, we find a Zoro. That's pretty good. Let's see. 4 for the dude, 1 for underneath there. 2 come back. The GP is such a aggro deck that I don't know how badly I really want to push. They play the Mama Ragan, which is scary. I don't like that they're playing that. Let's attack 7 in. Okay, they get out of that one too. I like getting cards out. Now this gets me all 5 of my cards back. But I think I need all 5. They've got a pretty good board already. I'm on 7 now. I'll be on 8 next. 5, 6, 7. I'll be on 8 next turn. And then... So I can go 1 under here. And I get 3 back. Is that good enough? Probably not. You know what? If they do commit, though, I do just kind of have everything. Let's take another Sanji, I think. Something like that. And then we'll go in turn, restand, 4 Dawn. If they swing a 7 at our lead, we probably just take it just to keep our Sanji safe, because if they divide all their Dawn up, they're going to play another Sanji pudding this turn. Yeah, there it is. Equal to or less. They are at 7. Yeah. They're running the Monkey D. Luffy. Okay, your turn and on play. If your leader is multicolored and your opponent has 7 or less Dawn cards on their field, your opponent rests 1 active Dawn card at the start of your opponent's main phase. So I'm going to lose with this and go back down to 7. So 7. All right. No, I'm at 7. I'll be at 9. So I'll actually be at 8. Look at that. Now what do we do? We have counter. I really want to bait him into attacking. Yeah, I think we always get out of one of these. If he commits to going after this, it's fine. Because it'll be like a 7-7-7, and that's just not good enough. I want 2 of these down at the very least, because then I can do this. He's thinking about trying to figure out how to take this. Ooh, but he's playing very well. Okay, now if he goes here, I have to give him cards. I really want to Luna him. We'll take that one. 7, does he go here? No, he goes here, right? 2 cards. It's always better than 1. He's thinking so hard about going here. Yeah, he doesn't do it. Well played, sir. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, that's good. Draw 2. Okay, now we get to play some games. I'm so excited now. Why is this got a thing around? Oh, I have to rest a card. There we go. I was like, why is this highlighted? We're at 8. That's fine. So I think I want to get this out this turn. Restands 2. Because now I got 4 Dawn up for next turn. I want 3 for my Luna. I got 4 coming back, so I can go like 6 at one of these. Let's go 6 here. I'd love to take a Sanji and Pudding, but I don't want to commit the cards. Let's attack 7 at it. See what he does about that. Okay, lets it go. Perfect. This isn't big enough to attack, so now we do this. So now I got 5 Dawn up, and he's only got 2 characters left to attack with. He might have another Sanji and Pudding. If he does, he's seeing very good. Next turn, I think I might develop this. Okay, he wants to Luna me back. Fair enough. Fair enough, yeah. Dawn -2, plus 1,000, ramp it all back. Go extremely heavy at the Usopp would be my guess. What's it gonna be, guy? I'm so very curious. 5 cards in hand, I have 7. Playing very similar playstyles right now. This is a good match. Nah, he's got a freeze. He freezes these 2, and then he attacks this. What do you attack? You've got 6 Dawn. You could attack quite heavy. But your 6 gets canceled out by 3 of mine. And then 2 for that particular attack. So it gets out of that, which means I just have to get out of the 6K. Divide your Dawn up well, and this will be very hard, but it's not undoable. 7 here. No, 7 at lead. Playing aggressively, I see. It's the same thing either way. We'll choose 2 here. I want your whole board down, because I'm going to do something very similar to you. I won't be able to play this next turn, so I'll develop this and this. That'll be quite good. That'll account for 5 of my Dawn, 3 of which will come back. That's negative minus 2 Dawn total. 9, he says. He really doesn't want to rest this. But he doesn't have enough to really threaten this. I'm gonna make you put that Sanji sideways. And I will give you 2 Laboons if you attack this. We'll probably just take if you go at life. Because your whole board's going to be frozen next turn. Wow, he's playing around it. He does not want me to do it to him. All right. Do we go looking? Because this is 2, plus 3 is 5. 100 liters, 6. This would be 7. We take this, I think. Attack 5. And then what do we want to go? Like 7? That's probably not too bad. I can go... Like I said, this is 5. So we'll go like this. We'll go deploy this. 4. 3. 1 under leader. 1 to come back. So I can go 7 at it. You want to give me 2 cards? I'm okay if you give me 2 cards. You're going to give me the blocker. Yeah, that's smart. Really wish you'd turned that Sanji and Pudding sideways last turn, but it's fine. I'm developing guys. Yeah, you're developing them too. Fair enough. Next turn, we're going to have to try and do some board cleaning. Zoro plays over the 5 cost. I don't know why you'd work so hard to play over it. And he finds a Usahachi. Okay, fine. Next turn is just going to be full board clear. That's what we're going to aim for. If he's got his own Luna, though, it's going to be very bad for us. Because then all I got is 1. I need to have a turn where I don't have to deal with that. You must turn this sideways, though. Oh, I have 6 Dawn up! Oops. Oh, man. I'm about to get wrecked. I'm going to have to use this, or I'm just going to die. What did I do? How did I end up with 6 up? Man, I messed that one all the way up. We might have to play this just to recover. I might just lose a dude here if he notices. Here's a trick, ladies and gentlemen. Leave a 6 Dawn up and see if they notice. Just take the first hit and be like, oh, I want some cards. That's a 9K. I don't want to go low. That was an oopsie daisy, ladies and gentlemen. But now our leaderability is back online. Sometimes you just don't notice these things. Let's see if I can play out of my mind. That was definitely on purpose. That definitely wasn't like a massive play mistake. Two Dawn up. You're gonna go two Gum Gum Giants on me? Oh, good. I'm not massively punished for my play. We always hold the double attack, and we just start poking. 7, 7, 7. Okay, we lose one immediately. This won't get rushed because he hasn't played anything big enough. Everything he has is under the threshold. So I actually don't think I'm going to play that. Oh, God. Well, that doesn't help. Do I just take a Robin? Or do I take a Zoro? Okay, well, I get 4 back, 1 under leader, so I can just commit kind of heavy here. Just gonna eat your whole hand, boss. Gum Gum Giants, get out of it. Yup. Has to trash the other Gum Gum Giant. So what is this? I can go 8. Let's find out if you found a 2K in those Gum Gum Giant runs. Doesn't matter either way. I'm freezing them both. All right. 3, 4, 5. We got it right that time. I actually don't think these are going to be very good in this matchup because he's just not going to play anything big enough. But we have depleted him of his resources. That was 3 Gum Gum Giants down, 2 2Ks, 1 Mama Rogan. Two Mama Rogans. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've seen 4 2Ks, 3 Gum Gum Giants, and 2 Mama Rogans. This guy's running low on counter. He needs exactly like Luna here to stay in this. He's got 3 attackers. We would have been so far ahead if I hadn't had to use the I Know You're Strong that turn previous. If I had another I Know You're Strong here, we would have been in such a good spot. Do I just poke these down? No. Okay, he's going aggressive. Okay. It's a lot of attacks, I will give you that. So this is 2 attacks. So he can actually attack me 5 times this turn. That is going to be dangerous. Yep, he's making sure these are all 7s. And then he probably puts, what, 4 of them on this to go 11-11. So I have to get out all 3 of these 7s. Which I can do, but that double 11 is going to be a monster. Now, this has to return active Dawn. Nine. Please attack my characters. That's what I'd love for you to do. 9-9, huh? If I can get out of 1 9, that's a second 9. Eh. Okay. No active Dawn makes me very happy. I think you die now. It'd have to be a 2-2 to get out of that. But that puts you down to 1 card in hand. I still have 4 attacks. No Gum Gum Giant, and seeing all of this counter in here like makes me think I'm pretty safe to just go for it. Because, like, I'll just go 8 to follow that up. That's guaranteed. 6. We're going to play it smart. I'm going to just do it the way it's supposed to be done. 6. 8 is due. Yeah. GG, my man. We had one almost fatal mistake in there. We played out of it. These are bad in this matchup, I've decided, though, because nothing they have is big enough. And I had to spend every bit of turn on their pressuring. Yeah, GG, man. Well played. What do you guys think? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? This is a fairly close matchup, but, like, I don't know. I wasn't in super amount of danger at any point. He did have a double attack Luffy in there. That would have been kind of scary. He had the 4th Sanji in Pudding, too. Oh, look, there's his Lunas. Luna would have made this way worse for us, but, you know, we were doing all right. I think if he ever played a Luna, that would be the turn I played this. Because I wouldn't have enough attack power to really pressure him, and I'd be so safe on the crackback. So that's when I think this would actually come up. Like, because this just gets so much worse if I'm a 7K. Yeah. And then we just probably knocked out one of these by aggressively going at it. His whole hand was bricks at the end there, so 3 bricks. Let me know what you guys think. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? This was a fun one. This is requested by a subscriber. That's always good to hear from you guys. So I'm glad we could represent. I'm going to see if I can find one more. He thought about his moves very well. He's down to 440. But let me know what you guys think. Did he play all right? I'm testing this deck here pretty soon, so we'll find out. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, here we go. Round 2 against GP Luffy. What's he gonna do? Chose to go second, puts me on first. Ooh, I don't really like that hand. Has a ton of Dawn restand, but we're gonna mulligan. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna play this first, hoping to find a Sanji. No Sanji. Find a double attack Luffy, though, and a freeze. I think this double attack is just better here. Turn that. This is a good combo on 7, but we are looking for the guy. Ooh, they find the Mary, and they find a Zoro-Juro. Well, the cost boost is not going to be particularly helpful this turn. I am going to play my Garp this turn, so I will only attack for 6. He's going to attack for 6 next turn because he's going to play the Zoro-Juro, or I don't know, maybe 5. Okay, we find 2 of them. Unfortunately, we send 1 to the bottom. Yep. Show me your Zoro-Juro. Yep, there he is. Reveals another Zoro-Juro. Bricks are fine with me. Ooh, another freeze event is very good. And then we just go 6 at lead again. Start feeding me 2Ks, yep. Then I get 1 up. And then next turn we've got Perfect Curve. As expected, Sanji Pudding. Ooh, and another Zoro-Juro. Well, neither of those hit if he swings them. It's fine if he wants to check leader ability with the swing, but it'd be incorrect to swing with this, because it's the same size as his leader. Does he do it? Nope. Wow. We are in just heaven. $1K? I'm going to take some life hits next turn, though. I will say that. What are you going to do, buddy old pal friend? It's really funny. My leader is only a 6K, but or only a 5K, but it always feels like a 6K because Dawn's going there no matter what happens. Okay. So the hope here is that he doesn't have another Sanji and Pudding, but I seriously doubt it. Yep. So I would aggressively developed board. If he swings at lead, I just think I take. Because now I have to deal with a lot. It's going to be so heavy. If he starts at my guy, I can get out of a lot of it, but I don't know if I can get out of all of it. Because I can get to 9. I can get to 11 if I need to, but... Oh, he rests all of it for a double attack Luffy. Dang. Yeah, your whole board's getting frozen next turn. He can get all of my Dawn just by attacking this. 7 here. 8. Okay, so he can't get it again. He could. 9 here would be brutal. I would actually lose it. But I need him to turn this sideways. That's going to make this way easier. Double Luna. Ooh, you spoil me, game. So it's 7 for this combo, 1 under leader, and I'm at 9. He has to respect the 8 double attack. Whoa, easy there, game. Let's go here. Oh, lets it go. 6. Your board's getting frozen, boss. Debating on a card. Nope, takes it. Cool. I'm cool with that. Deploy this over this. Drop those. Luna. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing and nothing. Okay. Now the reciprocal Luna is where this starts getting interesting. Yup. Drops them. I've been here. I've played this game. I got mine off first, though. Which I don't even know if that's good, because that means mine gets frozen longer. And he has drawn quite a few more cards than I have, so. The fact these all draw cards is very good. Okay, yep, there's his own Luna. Yeah, he's a 6. Ramp all this back, so he can go 12 at my 2. Ooh. And I would lose the 2K if he puts everything there. If he goes 11 at it, I actually keep it. Funny enough. I'm just going to smack you for 10K probably just to eat the blocker. That's probably not good enough. I think next turn we probably go this for 3, Luna for 3, that's 6. 1 extra up each turn, yeah. So let's see, 3, 6. Ooh, of course he did play over something. I don't know. I can't get these though. Played over Zone Zorochiro. He's doing a search. Reveals and draws a Sanji. Just a nice 2K. So this is 3 and 3 is 6 total. 4 will come back, so that's 7, because I want to have 1 extra for total control. And that means I can put 3 on here and go 8, which is good, because that's a 2 and a 1. Uh-oh. Mary just made the cost of his double attack higher. That's fine. We just do the other event. He didn't do it the turn before, so I guess it's just a straight... Okay. This just got a lot more interesting. He can bump the cost of 2 of these. But he chooses not to. Okay. Well. 5, so I can just go 8 at him. To 1? Or are you gonna go Gum Gum Giant out of it? You're at 9, so I don't know if Gum Gum Giant's great. Because this is only on their turn, so they would actually go down to 7. I believe that's how much Gum Gum Giant is. Gum Gum Giant is -1 or -2? I think it's -2. It's getting late. My brain's getting fuzzy. What's it gonna be, guys? It's just one little life. Oh, okay, there's 1. Okay, he gets out of it. Okay, we have an issue, though. There's a double attack Luffy on field, and boy, is he scary. And I don't think I'm ever going to get to hold him down again, because they're going to keep using this Going Merry to get him to 8 cost, which puts him out of range of the Lunas. He's the only thing on board, though, that can do this. That's why he didn't do Going Merry last turn, because this would be a 7. And 7's still in range of all of our stuff. If he has another Luna, this gets real dicey. Because I need stuff back. Seven. He could load up, he could pull in. We'll just take the power away from that double attack. This isn't going quite as easy as last time. I'd love to see a 7-cost Zoro. I do need to get out of both of these, though. Which I think is totally doable. Is this the rush unit? I think it is. No, it's another double attack. Uh-oh. Man, I need something to rest this in fast. Down to 4 cards in hand now. Oh, there's the Luna. Okay, well, I think I do just lose. I'm going to specifically need the 7-cost Zoro, and I don't even know if that saves me, because, man alive, I'm going to have to get real lucky. God, and he gets all of his Dawn back, too, just the way his leader effect works. 8 whole Dawn back. Down to 3 cards in hand. It's so doable if I could just... So that's a 3 plus 1 is a 9. I have to guarantee I get out of this. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have to be at 13. That's 4 Dawn I have to be able to use. Yeah, I have to Charleston this. I will not let you come get me. Answer's no, boss. Yeah, he just got to remember to rest this, give this a plus, and then I can't freeze everything. I have to survive the Luna War, though. Yep. Yep. Okay, that's probably good enough. Get those out of here. Okay. I get 2 Dawn to work with, so 6 Adam and then 8 Adam. There's 1. It's 2 cards out of hand or the life, and I am going to Luna that board. I'm glad I got 2 searches. I had 2 chances to get there because I did not need to put all this Dawn. So we had 8 chances to search all that. Okay, he just takes it. Four and 5. 0, 0, 0. Okay. I give up the blocker immediately if he swings with the double attack. And then I have to deal with his other attacks. The rush Luffy is what I'm scared of here. Because that is going to make this way harder. Because he'll just play it, neg all his Dawn, get it all back, and then I have to deal with like 3... I have to deal with 4 giant swings. That looks like it, too. No, just a Brook. I say just a Brook. As he rests my blocker. Okay, here we go. Yeah, he gets everything but 2 Dawn back every time. Super bad for me. But that does mean only 3 attacks instead of 4, which I'm kind of okay with. What's a good enough answer? I do have the Charleston still in hand. The problem is it doesn't represent a ton. He needs... this is going to be a math problem here. We both have to figure out the best way to get out of it. The good news is I don't have to figure it out until he commits. What an excellent game. I'm glad I found 2 really good opponents. Well played, sir. What's he resting? What is that, 4 Dawn for? Is that a dead man's game? I actually don't know if that's good. What did he rest it for? Oh, okay, well... You're gonna make this so much harder. Okay, so I have to deal with... No, actually, that's not as bad, because this has to send back active Dawn. So I have to deal with a 6, 7, 7, 7. So I have to deal with 3 7s and a 6. I would not have told me this first. I would have swung this first. Yep, there goes the active Dawn. You'll never guess, buddy, but I have the greatest card ever printed. GG, buddy. Funny enough, I think I actually have to take the 6K. Because if I get 1 Dawn out and he goes 7-7 at me, I actually can't get out of it. Do I take this one and then he can trash, go 7 and then 6 at me? He can trash this out, restand this, hit me. Yeah, restands 1. One of those 4. Doesn't matter which one. Okay, we get the Sanji there. And then 6 at lead. We played that one real tight. Whew, that was scary. GG. Well played. Got him. What a game. That was so good. He did everything I thought he was going to do, but the Brook into this is brutal with how much Dawn he has. I don't got time for a rematch partner, but, you know, I appreciate the gameplay. This was wild. I think he played exceptionally well. That really just came down to the fact that I had 2 Charlestons that game. And then the Luna Wars commenced. And they both did very well. Good job, Luffy. Well played. I really liked that. What do you guys think? What did you do right? What did he do wrong? I'm going to probably study this one back for when I play this guy. He did such a good job. All right, let's jump into the deck profile. See you guys there. All right, guys, that was green, purple, Luffy. Sorry, had a little moment there. So we'll do a quick run through of the deck. I will not read every line of text on the characters. I just am going to go a brief overview of what they are, what they do, and we'll run through them real fast before we go into the play lines of the current leader that we played against in green, purple. And then we'll have maybe a few closing comments. So let's take a quick run through. Our leader, of course, is, as you saw, if you have a Dawn underneath him, or if you put too many Dawn as standing. This leader effect only works if you have 5 Dawn or less active. You put up 6, turns out it turns off, and, you know, sometimes mistakes happen, but we got out of there. So let me know what you thought about that. My bad. Am I stupid, or, you know, am I a human being? It's up for you guys to decide, I guess. All right, we're running 8 searchers, 4 in the Jewelry Bonnie, which searches the top 4 for a Straw Hat Crew type, and 4 in the Garp, which searches the top 4 for 3 or more. There are only 2 different cards in the deck list that are not searchable. That is Charleston and Laboon, both because they are low cost. So Garp misses both of them, and they happen to not be Straw Hat. We're playing 3 of the unblockable Sanji for any of those pesky decks that are running the 12k blockers. He gives our characters with 6,000 power or more that are Straw Hat unblockable for the turn, which is crazy good for finishing games out. We're running 3 of the Romano Azor's 7 cost. He makes our leader plus 2,000 power to the end of our opponent's next turn, which is really good when paired with our leader ability. Being a 7k plus 10k counter on the field is really hard to deal with. He can also get pseudo rush by rushing down characters as long as there's an 8k or more on board. I'm running 6 protector cards, 3 in Laboon and 3 in Nico Robin. This one is not once per turn, which is why it's good, but it has to rest 2 cards of any type, Dawn characters or leaders. And sometimes that's actually harder to fulfill than the Robin. The Robin is actually my preferred anti-removal. It's just a little harder to play out because it is a 3 cost instead of a 1 cost. And it is only once per turn, but it can protect anything by resting a singular Dawn, which I really do like. We are running a 4 of in Usopp, which is restands 2 Dawn at the end of every turn, which is real good. We're running 4 of the Nami blockers, which rests 2 of our opponent's characters with a cost of 8 or less, and sets 5 of our Dawn as active at the end of the turn, and it's also a blocker, which is just nuts. This is my favorite attacker in a 5/7 Sanji. He sets 2 Dawn as active on play and 1 at the end of every turn. Monkey D. Luffy has double attack. He's a 6/7, but he cannot he sets 4 Dawn as active on play, but you can't play 5 or more after that, which is fine. Just means we usually like to play an Usopp, a Robin, or a Nami after we play him. Then we're running 2 Brooks, which rests any of our opponent's cards on play, and then we can trash him, like you guys saw the GP do there, and it sets a base cost of 8 or less as active, as long as it's a Straw Hat Crew type. As long as our leader has Straw Hat Crew type. And then the big gun, the 9/9 Zoro with triple attack. You can rest 1 Dawn, set him as active, rest 2 Dawns, set him as active. He is how we beat the big control decks. We like the fact that this guy's just giant. And then we've got 3 I Know You're Strong, so we'll go out from the start. This is a 1k counter because of the way our leader ability works, so that's not super great, and it only works on leader. But it does freeze 2 7 or lesses, so it's just extra mini Lunas, which is pretty darn good. And then we're running 4 Charleston, another one of the 2 unsearchable targets in the deck. But it's just crazy strong because it turns 2 of the cards into our hand, itself and 1 other card, into 2Ks, and then it sets an additional Dawn as active as long as you trash that card, meaning that it generates an extra 2k out of thin air for our leader, which is good enough, as you guys saw. And then we've got Luna, a 3 cost that just freezes all of our opponent's 7 or lesses that are rested so they don't become active the next refresh phase, and a trigger that just rests up to one of our opponent's characters, which is the most tilting trigger of all time. Alright, so that was games against GP Luffy. We do want to go first. We are still trying to play the aggro game, and we want to hit him as many times as we can. Well, they're a 5,000 power leader and not a 6. It doesn't really matter to us because we are going to be putting 1 Dawn under our guys almost all the time, with the exception of Usopp. And Usopp's pretty vulnerable when he gets played down. So we do like first curve against this leader. We're trying to drop these guys just to find the missing pieces, whatever we need. We do not need our protection, so these are just counters in this game. On 3 Dawn, I really just am going to probably play another Searcher at best. On 3, if I don't have a Searcher to play, though, I will just put 2 on leader and attack for 7, because I am trying to whittle them down to that 2 to 1 life threshold. If they stay too healthy too early, it gets much harder to hit them, because it is going to devolve into Luna Wars. On the 5 Dawn turn, my preferred drop is the Sanji, as always. And then on the 7 Dawn turn, it is always going to be this Luffy into the Usopp, just so that we've got a 3-character board. They're going to have a fairly aggressive board by this point. Probably have played 2, maybe even 3 attackers in the Zoro, Juro, a Sanji and Pudding, and maybe even another Zoro, Juro. So they're going to have a fairly wide board, and you're going to have to accept you're going to take some hits. You just need to make sure that your board survives. So focus on keeping that board alive, even if it means you drop down to 2 life. After that, on the 9 Dawn turn, if their board is too wide, I would consider playing one of these. I'd like to play one of the 2 of these, either a Sanji, preferably a Sanji, or another Luffy, so one of the pair of them. And then I would drop I Know You're Strong, so will go out from the start, because they will, in order to have aggressed you the previous turn, they will have 2 characters sideways. You need to make sure you're constantly baiting them into turning those characters sideways. So don't take the first hit, take the second hit. You're playing this really fidgety game of how many guys can I get you to turn sideways without overcommitting my Dawn and losing my board. So it's this really thin balance you gotta play. And then after that, on the 10 Dawn turn, we're just probably playing Luna Wars at that point. We want to have found as many of these as we can, which is why we're fine to drop down to 2 lives, because that's 2 more cards we get to search. You want to be dropping these Searchers to find more of this, and then if you end up with just these, you're going to need to clear some of their board by poking it really hard and aggressively. 6s and 8s the whole time, because almost all of their characters are even, with the exception of the Sanji Pudding. I would say trying to remove the Sanji Pudding, but you're very unlikely to get that, just because 7's such a hard number for our deck to poke. They're going to give you 1Ks and 2Ks almost every time. I would say, as I played this game out, if we ever end up in the situation where we're in the Luna Wars and they have too big a board, that's the only time I would drop this Zoro. If we end up on a 10 Dawn turn where they have Luna'd our board and we can't aggress them super heavily, I would play this Zoro just so that we have enough Dawn to restand, because their board's going to be big. If you don't have a Luna, you can play this. This is your alternate condition, because if you have Lunas, play the Lunas, because their board's going to be too wide. But if you run out, play the Zoro. It'll be good enough to keep you at a 7k and then have all of your Dawn up. You want to play this for 7, put 1 under leader, that's 8. You'll have 2, and then hopefully you should have 2 or 3 coming back from a Sanji and an Usopp, at which point you have your 5 Dawn and your 7k. It should be very hard for them to kill you at that point. You are trying to just find as many of these. That's kind of your win condition. The Nami really helps to just drop everything, and as you saw almost every time, they got really aggressive there for their final turn. The double attackers, the rush Luffy that can attack twice. So you're playing around those cards in particular. Let me know what you guys think. What did I do right? What did I do wrong in the matchups? If you're forced to go second, man, it's going to get way tougher. Forced to go second. They picked to go second each time, so I think they want to go second. But if you're forced to go second, I would say you're dropping these as many searches as you can get. Or 1 under leader and 1 Dawn up, because they aren't probably going to aggress you super hard. You need to mulligan. If you're going second, you need to mulligan to high roll. You're going to be looking for stuff like your Usopp to play on 4 and just risk taking another hit. Because if they choose to go first and you get out of the first one by just leader affecting, you're okay to play this and just take another hit because they won't have played a character. And then on 6, you're going to want to play this Sanji. On 8, it's going to be this Luffy into a Sanji, or probably just another Sanji if you've got one. Get 4 Dawn back a turn. That's a better way to do it. So that would be 8. This would be 3. And then that would leave you up to start freeing up to go into your Lunas and your Strongs. Their board will be much weaker, though. So their aggro game will actually have gone down if they choose to make us go second. Because of the curve of their characters. And then once you're up at that high end, you're going to want to be playing the Luna Wars, of course, as many of these as you can get. Your 7s are your tools in this matchup. A Brook also wouldn't be bad to drop if you're going second on like 10 Dawn if you've got the Luna and the restand available on board, because you're likely to have been Luna'd at that point, so you could go Brook, restand one of these 2, attack in, and just leave this on board. It'd probably be good enough. But I think that's all I got for you guys. This is not anything for this matchup. This is an aggro deck. If you drop this, you're probably trolling. This is not for this matchup in particular. I think that's all I got for you guys, though. Let me know what you think. This was a subscriber request. I had a lot of fun filming it, and I think that's all I got. So as always, good games and good luck out there. You guys are killing it. Have a great time playing the game. If you're not having fun, what are you doing? All right. See you tomorrow.